Welcome to day 14 of the 25 days of Christmas with rubber and ink. We are going to make an acetate card today, and you can buy the acetate as cards, or you can buy them in sheets and just cut them and fold them. This is the 5.5 by 4.25 standard size card. So just fold it as you would with any piece of cardstock. You're also going to need a piece of white cardstock that will fit one, let's see, this is the Framelits labels collection. And we will use 3 of these today. So we use the second and the third large ones, and the second up from the smallest one. So this is the piece of cardstock where we're going to stamp the sentiment, and you just need a piece that fits that smaller shape. You need a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock folded in half that will fit the second largest, and also a piece of whisper white, where you're going to do the same thing with the second larger one. What I'm doing just to make it look the same is I'm going to just measure a little bit above this 2 curves here, and on both shapes, and try to cut them the same. So what you do now is you put this through the big shot. But before we do that, because we can put it all at the same time, I'm going to stamp on this paper so we can also cut that at the same time. And I'm going to be using the Christmas Lodge, the Sending Wishes and Happy Holidays. I find that this stamp fits really well in that shape. It doesn't fit completely, but the curves, they just they match, so I like the end result. So I will not be embossing today, and again, get some washi tape and secure it in place. So once it's out of the big shot, you have all your shapes done. It's really quick and simple. And on the cherry cobbler one, I am going to emboss it with the Swiss dots. You're also going to do the same Swiss dots on the piece of acetate, just on one face. Okay, so once you're out of the big shot, you may have to crease your acetate again. Do it carefully. And this is what you're gonna get. This is the part that's gonna go to the inside. This is going to be outside, the white one. The white one inside and the red one outside. And on the inside, I'm going to use the More Merry Messages stamp set and the Thinking of You and Wishing You the Happiest Season Ever stamp, which I already mounted. And I am going to put it on the top side of the shape, right in the middle. But the acetate does give you the impression that it's like a shaped normal card, but it's easier to put it in the mail because it fits inside the envelope just fine. And then keep it in place, and then just put the adhesive on and down, it's right in the middle. Turn it around, do the same thing on the other side. Most people complain about doing acetate cards because they have to hide the adhesive, and if you do it this way with the hinges, it's way easier. You need 3 pieces of ribbon. This is I think it's 5 inches and 12 inches of the green, and another This is 4.5 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is make V shapes on this white one. Just fold it in half one way and then fold it in half the other way. There you go. So this is going to be the first layer of ribbon. The green one is going to be the second layer of ribbon. So you want a loop and you want it to be shorter than the white one. I try to put it right in the middle, like that. And then just loop around. It doesn't need to be exactly in the middle, but it helps to measure how much ribbon you need. And it will be about there. And now you can cut the excess. So the third layer needs to be a little bit shorter, around there. You can't really measure these things. I find it much easier if you just eyeball it. There you go. And now we're ready to assemble. So I'm going to be using glue dots for that. So on one end of the ribbon and close to the other end. And align it. I like to align the card to my mat. And also center it. Now for the sentiment shape, I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, and I want to put 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, so I leave space in the middle for the ribbons. So the final touch is I'm going to put 3 rhinestones on the bottom. This is a card on itself. If you wanted to, make a shape card, it's perfect. You could just adhere the white shape into this one inside. But I am going to put it around here. So just put the adhesive this time on top of the shape that's already in the acetate side. And there you have it. It's a pretty simple, quick to make, and very elegant card that you can put in an envelope and you have a place to write without a problem. I hope you like it and you give it a try, and meet me tomorrow here for card number 15.